It's been nearly a year since Eileen's Bound Brook home was devastated by Hurricane Ida. But now, all thanks to the Raritan Valley Habitat for Humanity and State Farm, she'll be returning to a newly renovated home. Yes, and as you could see behind me, this rest stop is already closed down, but there is a silver lining. This gas station is open for your business. It's northbound on the Garden State Parkway. The staff has been incredible and working in large volumes, and business owners tell me that they owe a lot of their bump in business to those workers. In the event of an unsafe situation where they would not want to send a SWAT operator, they rely on this robot to get the job done.
First restaurant, Mr. Beast, whose legal name is Jimmy Donaldson, opened his first eat-in location of Mr. Beast Burger at the Mega Mall in East Rutherford. Until now, the burgers were made in ghost kitchens and could only be ordered on delivery services. So some fans traveled from far away for the big grand opening.
It was a long drive, 22 hours, all the way from Nebraska.
Because we knew so many people would show up, we kind of condensed it down to two options. So it's either the Beast style, which is the one with everything, or just plain.
Time is of the essence when a fire breaks out. And just imagine what a neighborhood would do when there is a shortage of firefighters. 2 million women and girls are released from prison each and every year. What a memorable night in New Jersey.
I find that over these last couple of years, first we're battling a pandemic. Now, today, we don't know what can happen on the other side of the globe, and we don't know the responsibility that as Americans, we should be involved or should we not be.
Finally, after 15 months of masking up, New Jersey is able to move forward both indoors and outdoors without a face covering, unless you're a student.
None of the schools want to hear us.
Frustrated parents have been marching around the state advocating for their children to be unmasked in schools.
My kids should not have to sacrifice air for an education.
And so right now what we're asking is for the school board members to be brave.
Some argue that there is no evidence that the mask stops the spread of the virus.
I'm a nurse, and there's just no medical reasoning behind it. Masks are to protect you from getting blood spatter.
Governor Murphy argues that masks are needed because there are no authorized vaccines for children under 12, which is why some parents are more comfortable with their child wearing one.
I would prefer that he wore a mask to school and that his classmates did too, because they're too young to get vaccinated.
People are dying still. Yes.
But how did the children feel about wearing masks all day?
It gives me headaches, I get nausea, it makes me uncomfortable.
It feels like I can't breathe a lot.
And as one superintendent said here on Jersey Matters,
there's been studies about CO2 for the elementary school kids. The reason why kids would feel very sluggish after lunch wasn't because they had gym, is that there was an elevated CO2 in the classroom.
Some superintendents, such as Dr. Parlapinides, have reached out to Governor Murphy, asking him to please end the mask mandate for students. And the governor's response is, we are only in June. How should we predict what should happen by September 5th? So for now, we will wait for the governor's next directive. Reporting from Ocean Township for Jersey Matters, I'm Kimberly Kravitz. It's a quiet, pleasant shore town, so residents were completely shocked to see what they were reading.
Briefly looked at it, I thought it was ridiculous.
These flyers promoting messages of hate were meant to spread fear and harm in the community. We did reach out to Temple Beth Shalom for an interview. They declined, but Pastor Edward Mayer of St. Thomas the Apostle weighed in.
Something that you would normally see here in Brigantine. And, you know, sometimes I think people just have to be more aware of, you know, the anti-Semitism. You know, we just have to oppose that in any way.
Small baggies just like this were left on the lawns of so many residents in Brigantine Beach with a message on the inside and kernels to hold it down.
See the kernels? You know why they put them there was to weigh it down.
Where was this found on your property?
Right here. Sunday morning. It's laying right like that.
Mayor Vince Sarah wants the community to know this behavior is not taken lightly.
Behavior like this is completely unacceptable and won't be tolerated. Our police is doing a full investigation. And one of the things we're really hoping on right now is with the ring cams that are out there and the personal home security systems, that somebody has to have some type of videos.
We paid a visit to the police department. They felt doing an on-camera interview would only give the perpetrators satisfaction. So they left us with this statement. The literature does not contain any threats, but it is consistent with anti-Semitic flyers that news outlets have been reporting recently. It appears that these flyers are being randomly distributed publicly and are not targeting any specific residences or businesses. In Brigantine, Kimberly Kravitz, News 12, New Jersey.